All right, I believe we're all good. So today I'm going to present my final project for PSA 410. This project focuses on program planning and evaluation in public safety organizations. And I'll be discussing the Community Fire Risk Reduction and Education Program. It was developed for a fictional department called the Chandler Valley and Community Safety Department, or CVFCS for short. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Throughout this course, we'll look at how the programs are planned, implemented, and evaluated. Um, and in this presentation, I'll go ahead and explain the organization, the program in itself, and how the program would be evaluated. All right, so why does program evaluation matter? Program evaluation is extremely important in public safety. Departments spend a lot of time staffing and funding for different programs. Without evaluation, it can be hard to know whether those programs are actually working. Evaluation helps agencies measure results instead of relying on assumptions. It can also help leadership make better decisions and about resources and funding. And in many cases, evaluation data helps show accountability into the community and city leadership. Alrighty. So this is my theoretical or my organization that I use for this project. It's called the Chandler Valley Fire and Community Safety Department. It takes place. It's a fictional suburban fire department, and it serves a very quickly growing residential community. As the population decreased, the department started seeing more residential fire incidents, and many of them were caused by preventable issues like cooking accidents, electrical hazards, missing smoke alarms. And because of this trend, the department began focusing more and more on fire prevention and community education. Alrighty. So, the goal of the program is to preventing fires that before they can actually happen. So many of the main activities include home fire safety visits, installing smoke alarms, public education events, and partnerships with schools and neighborhoods. By focusing on prevention, the department is hoping to reduce the number of residential fires in the community. Alrighty. The SMART objectives. When the program is designed, the department used the SMART framework to create these objectives. And the first objective is increasing community fire safety education. The second is strengthening partnerships with local organizations with schools. And the third is improving data collection to better identify the risks in the community. And the long-term program goals is, the main one is to reduce preventable residential fires by at least 10% within 3 years. Another is to increase the public awareness of fire safety practices. And our final goal is strengthening the department's prevention capabilities through better training, technology, and outreach. With these goals, they are to guide the program's long-term impact on community safety. Alrighty, stakeholders. These are people or groups who have interest in the program. For this program, there are both internal and external stakeholders. Our internal stakeholders include firefighters, prevention staff, and department leadership. And the external stakeholders include community residents, schools and neighborhood organizations, and city officials. All of these groups are affected by the program's success. All right, organizational culture. This can influence how prevention and programs are received. In many fire departments, there is a very strong focus on emergency response time, and because of that, prevention programs may actually receive less attention or support. So staffing pressures or can lead to staffing pressures, and heavy workloads can also create resistance to new initiatives. Leadership plays a big role in explaining how prevention efforts can reduce emergency calls over time. Evaluation design. So this includes process evaluation, overcome evaluation, and a needs assessment. Program evaluation focuses on how the program is implemented. Outcome evaluation focuses on what results the program produces. Using both these methods provides a more complete picture of program performance. So the data collection steps. There are 4 key steps in collecting data or collecting evaluation data. The first is to review existing data, such as fire incident reports and inspection records. The second is identifying what types of data needs to be collected. The third is obtaining proper clearance and protecting participants' privacy. And our fourth is creating systems to track and store the collected data. With these steps, it ensures the data is organized and useful for our analysis. All right, so into the quantitative data, this involves the numbers and statistics. Some examples include the number of residential fires, the number of smoke alarms installed, the number of home safety visits completed that year, attendance in community education events, and these numbers will help our evaluators identify trends and measure program success. And now into the qualitative data, this this helps explain how people experience the program. Some examples of this are surveys, community feedback, firefighter observations, and education program evaluations. And this type of data helps our evaluators understand whether the program is changing behavior. All right, into data analysis. Once data is collected, it needs to be analyzed. So our analysis often includes identifying trends, calculating percentages, and comparing data collected before and after the program. The goal of this is to turn large amounts of data into clear findings the leadership can understand. And some other public safety program examples to better understand evaluation methods, several other public safety programs were reviewed. Some examples of this are the Protect Safe Neighborhoods, sobriety checkpoint programs, and hotspot policing strategies. Each program used different data analysis methods depending on its goals and available data. These examples help demonstrate how evaluation works across different public safety initiatives. So, this is why evaluation matters. It provides several important benefits and helps agencies improve decision making, justify funding requests, identify public or program improvements, and demonstrate accountability. And most importantly, evaluation ensures that program actually improves public safety outcomes. Alrighty. So, in conclusion, prevention programs like the Community Fire Risk Reduction and Education Program can play an important role in improving community safety. However, these programs must be carefully planned and evaluated. By using structured goals, stakeholder involvement, strong data collection methods, and effective evaluation strategies, public safety organizations can better understand the impact of their programs. This allows agencies to continuously improve their services and better protect their communities. Alrighty, and that leads us into our references. That should be everything. Thank you so much.